again, everybody. Miss San here today, and as you can see, I have my guitar with me because today I thought I would show you all how to tune a guitar. Okay, you might have one of these kicking around the house from a mom, a dad, a brother, sister, whoever, but it might sound like this. So before we play, we always want to check in with our strings and make sure that they're playing the pitches they're supposed to be. Okay, so from the top string, I should be playing an E, and then an a D, a G, oop, that was my G again, my B, and a high E. And unfortunately right now these are all out of whack. So if I try to play a chord on it, it's not gonna make it sound any better. It's just gonna keep being a little crazy. So I wanted to show you how to adjust these, how to do it safely, and to give you a little lesson on a guitar itself. Guitar has lots of different parts, but the main parts are the body of the guitar, followed by the neck of the guitar, which of course we have to be very careful with. We don't want to whack it against anything because it's not as big or as strong as the body of the guitar, followed by the head of the guitar. And that's really easy to remember if we turn the guitar this way, right? We have the body connected to the neck, connected to the head, right? You have a body connected to your neck, connected to your head. But unless you're Frankenstein, you don't have pegs coming out of your head, okay? So these tuning pegs, how many are there? 6, because there's 6 strings. So each tuning peg is connected to one string and one string only, and it can tighten the string to make it sound higher pitched, or it can loosen the string to make it sound lower pitched. And it's really important when we're twisting our pegs that we are listening with our ears at the same time, because if we twist without listening, we could very easily break our strings. So we have decent ears as humans, but we do have some awesome tools available to us now that we have computers. Everybody has computers pretty much readily available. So some people have a little clip-on computer that'll go on. You can put it like right on the head of the instrument, and when you turn it on, it'll listen to your instrument, and when you play a string, it'll tell you, oh, that's a D, and so if I know this one needs to be an E, I'll tune it accordingly. But I really recommend an app called Guitar Tuna, and it's something I use in my classroom. I have it on my phone so I can quickly tune my instruments in my classroom, because it's just really handy. When you open up Guitar Tuna, it looks like this, and you can see the 6 pegs. You can see the pitches those pegs are supposed to control, the guitar is supposed to be tuned to. And when I play a string, let's see if I can do 2 things at once here. It listens to it for me and tells me, whoa, too low. You can even see on the screen the text that says too low. Now if I twist my peg, you'll see it move. That red pin has moved. And now I'm much closer to the pitch it's supposed to be. Okay? So I'm going to put this down as I tune, but as I go through the strings, E, A, D, G, and B, and the high E, you'll hear the app ding when I get to the right spot. Okay? So if I want to tune my top string, I can follow it with my finger and find that it's connected to this first peg. Okay, you'll get familiar with this as you go on, but I'm going to play it and check what my tuner says. It says too low, just a little. And now it's telling me that it's good. Okay, so I'm going to move on to my next string down, which if I follow it with my finger, I can find that, oh, it's connected to that next peg. That makes sense. So I'm going to listen to this one. And this time it's telling me it's too high. So I need to turn my peg in the opposite direction. I want it looser, not tighter. So I'm going to turn it towards me. And I'm going to watch my app as I keep playing. I'm going very slowly so I don't miss it. watched me, you probably saw how my hand turned just like very, 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 very little at a time, because I don't want to stretch or loosen the string too much. I just want to do just enough. Okay, so my third string down, 1, 2, 3. If I go over, I can find out, oh, yep, it is connected to that last peg. So let's see, is it too high or too low? It's too low, so I need to tighten the string. So I'm going to tune it away from me. I keep playing and listening, watching my app. Sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Now, I've run out of pegs on the top, so now we need to figure out where does it start with that fourth string. The G string, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna follow it along, follow it, follow it, follow it, follow it, and it stops on this outer peg of the bottom part of my head here. So I'm gonna listen to it. That one's almost in tune. It's a little too low. So I'm gonna turn it, try and tighten it. Just a little at a time. Now it says it's good. Okay, same thing. So across the top, it went from closest to furthest. So I can anticipate now that it's gonna go from furthest to closest on these bottom strings, so I know that this next string is really going to be this middle peg here. So I'm going to listen, and that one was too high, so I'm loosening the string, and now my app says it's ready. Okay, and finally my last one, I want to tighten it. So now my guitar should be in tune. And that sounds pretty good. Now if I try my chord from earlier, that makes sense. Okay? So the only thing to really, really be careful of is to make sure that you are twisting the right peg with the right string. You will hear and you will see using your app or your clip-on tuner whether or not you're going the right direction if you are tuning the right peg, twisting the right peg. If you're trying to tune, let's say your bottom E string, and you're accidentally twisting the G string peg, you might break the G string without even realizing it. So really make sure, if it's your first or second or third time tuning a guitar, please follow the string, find the correct peg, and then start to tune, okay? Don't just go for it willy-nilly. All right. If you want to learn how to strum, I'm going to put up a video of how to strum, and I'll put these all sort of in a playing playlist that I'll share with you guys. And I will link to the Guitar Tuna app. Like I said, I have no affiliation with them, but I just really find that app easy to use. So happy playing.